Hello, everyone. Welcome along to the Hindsight Podcast here at Cloud Studios. My name is UB. I'm doing of it. I'm joined by the regulars in the studio and one irregularity as well on the show, and that is this nice plate of afang soup, which we have to introduce specially because it's 3 years in the making. So, welcome along to the show. The people here don't let us eat or have snacks in the place. So if you've watched a couple of episodes, there's one episode I was really hungry. And I was eating, but I hope they don't see this anyways. But yeah, this is the much promised afang soup. It's finally here. Please don't open it.
What do you mean you should not open it?
No, see, no start with you, no finish.
No, let the people see. Because people will talk, say, would they wind them?
No.
People talk, say, open it now.
We're told that it's afang soup.
Open it now.
No. No.
It's a good
So shout outs to the missus.
Producer, to open or not to open?
Don't open.
So
Okay.
I'm sure your wife is Mrs. MM in your bomb, right?
Yes.
So shout outs to you, Ma, for this promise. I know it left to this man, he won't keep this promise. So it's good that this is happening. So this is 2 liters.
Lord.
My problem is that
seeing great.
my problem is that
great.
this 2 liters in it. We had a deal for 4 liters.
4
So,
liters.
4 liters. Of
How much you bring for the food?
Looking out for himself.
Hey, the thing that I want. Hey! Hey!
You find
Split
you
this
want
thing
to
down the middle.
scream blue
Because
mother.
the thing I'm seeing, I see the way you be is going on. Going about this shit, I say, hey!
What you consign you for this?
Looking out for himself.
Hey, because
this
afang,
afang.
it is from the goodness of my heart.
Yes, that
You
you
know, I
can share.
I beg.
You
I
understand?
can share.
If you know what meeting is miss, I beg.
Because we had a deal, you know, and I was patient enough. So
the afang has Rufai written on it.
yes, sir.
But if Rufai is magnanimous enough, he can say, "My brother,
Yeah.
When
So
I
I
was
tell you,
come
patient
and
and
take one round
tenacious enough
fish.
Yeah.
to make sure that you deliver.
come and take one round fish."
yeah, I've missed your vintage shirts. What's happening? Like your wife don't see say girls
don't
don't follow you too much. Say, what's happening?
Yes, sir.
It's been a while. I mean, I work with
You don't
on-
finish.
I work with you.
I don't want to say you don't finish. You won't give space before you start again.
You
You
don't
don't say
finish.
don't be only those area boys for in the streets where they ask them for money. Don't be only them they see them.
But you don't
You
know
get
that
some-
you know they wear those vintage.
Yes,
jeans.
sir.
You can put it down now.
Right.
You get some pre Instagram girls.
Yeah.
So there's that. So welcome to the show.
Thanks.
The way they changes watch. Yesterday we wear one square face one. Today we wear round face one.
But don't cast me.
Yeah.
But
I
you don't see that one they say.
I observe you.
You don't see one thing where they trend this morning. You say the minute I saw that the Queen, they announced the rumors of the Queen dying, I had to check on you because you're the only real Queen I know. And the girl responded, "Today, that Champions League final you want to enter, you will not enter."
You were dying. Funny, eh? One of the most funny things I saw
Yeah, good man.
this week, right?
You change them.
Someone said, Omo, say they don't bank credit alerts me.
What did they happen?
What did happen? Like, I know they see alert anywhere. Like, but no, it's incredible. International break is always great. Well, it's good to have you here as well.
Yeah.
You are replacing Tokwe on the native thing.
Yeah, because I was going to ask. I mean, if I were native on this table one day, is heaven going to come down?
Initially, you would have had a problem, but now I'm open to it.
Because you are you see Nigerian
don't
leaders.
break- you don't-
Nigerian leaders. Don't drive
drive-
one
don't
way.
drive-
Don't drive
don't-
one.
oh,
Drive one
no,
way.
no,
Don't drive one way. Don't drive one way. Traffic, small traffic.
You don't see.
You don't see.
Did you see that clip
You don't
of
see
that
convoy for the
VIO,
one way.
I don't see
not
her.
even last mile VIO vehicle.
I see her.
We go jam person. The follow
Oh,
one
yeah,
way.
I saw it.
Total the guys the front
No,
end
that
of the
guy
guys.
is just
can
thank
say-
God.
Say,
A new car.
say don't worry, thank you God you didn't take my life in this. But VIO, what's their full name, please? I want a new car.
Vehicle.
Make we don't get problem.
New vehicle straight. There's no two ways about it. By the way, they don't give our guy that new phone.
Which guy be that?
Okay, just checking. Right? Anyway, I saw a last month video arresting a Yahoo guy.
Allegedly.
Allegedly arresting a Yahoo guy or asking a bus driver to not allow a guy enter a car because he's a
He
Yahoo
looks like
guy.
a Yahoo
So the
guy.
guy actually tweeted and said, "I'm not even a Yahoo guy, I sell food." Right? Like, I don't know if you saw it. You didn't see it.
I saw it.
What the hell was that?
I saw it.
So it's
He
not
talk saying
credit,
in Outlook.
I didn't
in
see
Outlook,
it.
he be like a Yahoo person.
So
they
what
don't
you
arrest him.
concern last man?
Bro, it was the most ridiculous. It was the most.
What you concern last man?
Now why sometimes you see some
for it.
people
It was the most ridiculous
they hold last
thing.
man officer for neck, they slap them. You go
You
they
know.
look say because why would you even think like
What business do you have? And I mean,
No, I need to know now for a fact if they are because in this Lagos you never know if their jurisdiction has been increased.
No, they don't even have a right to arrest you.
Exactly.
They don't even have a right to arrest your vehicle.
Last man's work is traffic.
What
Actually.
what Ambode did before he left was to limit them to just traffic. Initially, when he came into power, they could enter your car and all of that. But he limited them to just traffic alone.
Don't enter car. One day you will see one German Shepherd for back.
One
day like this.
And you don't see that Samuel's new skin. as you enter, that guy just locked the door.
But that is a silly shot because people not
No, of course it's silly now.
No, I don't go explain. No,
That's like it's a skit now.
You don't know central lock. Just with central lock like
Like,
this. You go there inside, you hear boom,
No,
boom
man.
for the back of the car.
No, Samuel is one of the hardest working people. And,
Big shout out, big shout out.
to him, and so sad that he lost his new Mercedes. Because look, I will be inconsolable. You know, if that Benz I won't buy, I total am. You know, and he looked like a brand new Benz, man.
And after crashing it, he said news kit dropping in 1 hour.
It's crazy.
The guy
That guy.
as in,
Elite mentality.
news kit
No, man.
dropping in 1
Elite
hour.
mentality.
That's true. We talk about mentality all the time, football.
Elite mentality.
But that's elite mentality.
Elite mentality,
Like-
man. Just get the work going.
But what you for do?
No, bro.
No. Come on, Mercedes.
No, see,
Rufai.
it's
Just
easy
come
to
on.
sulk. It would be easy to say, you know what?
No skit for the next
I
2
don't
days.
feel I don't feel up to it.
Yeah,
This is
yeah.
a very I feel depressed, but no, man.
Mental health.
No, man. I even saw a skit. This guy did. What's his name? Nas Boy. Shout out to him as well.
Graham, school in you.
Yeah, school in New York. I actually knew him as Nasiru. Right?
I didn't know him in New York.
Yeah, and I knew him as Nasiru. So there was this time he was in my estate, and I think it's funny. It's a funny story. I don't think you mind me sharing, but I think he was buying eggs, so I could see. So he would just walk past, and so I hailed him. I was like, Nasiru, what's up? You know, and he looked at me. He was like, you have to know him from way back. But apparently, of course, you know that some people you know from way back, you don't really know them like face to face. But I used to work with a guy called Sagas. I used
Yeah,
to,
I know Saga.
Yeah,
Great guy.
One of the best in the South, and apparently Sagas was his friend as well. So at the time, Nasiru was, I think, was a rapper or something like that. So it's interesting how the evolution went. But back to the story is that Nas Boy actually tweeted and said that the healthy competition between the comedians, you have to drop every day.
Yeah.
Now I think it was on a program with I think it was Nidu, right? That there is an untold rule that you have to like drop almost every day, or else you get left behind.
Yeah.
It's crazy, man. It is crazy, very crazy.
I mean, I love the competition because you know it brings out creativity.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
believe you me, those boys are creative.
No, those boys are good.
Those boys are creative. You know, so you sit down and like, how do you imagine some of the things that you're putting out?
I like to know if they have
The scriptwriter.
scriptwriters.
Yeah.
I think they do.
Yeah, I like to know if they have scriptwriters.
I think they do.
Because I think that it would be one of the most brilliant things to do to start deliberately building. You know, some artists, some comedians that don't have a face yet, but they have ideas.
Yeah.
So how about you give them credit for that, and whatever comes, you know.
Yeah, exactly.
And you,
Yeah.
but I think
They should definitely have a content bank.
Yeah.
If not, it will be very difficult. Imagine see they try to think of what you could shoot tomorrow. That number already there for the month.
So
Nah,
it's a brilliant idea. It's just, you know, it's like songwriter, musician.
Yeah, it's incredible. It's incredible. I totally, you know, respect skip makers. I think it's next level stuff. It's not easy to make people laugh, right?
It's not.
It's
Well,
not.
for this
Not in
country.
Nigeria.
Not
Not easy to make Nigerians laugh. Come on, this country.
not in
You
Nigeria.
know, when you go out on the road in Nigeria, I mean,
And actually, every Nigerian is actually funny.
you see, when you go out on the road,
not every Nigerian is funny.
you see,
Please.
when
Okay,
you go out
most
on the
Nigerians
road
are
in
funny.
Nigeria, and I never realized this until I came to Lagos. You know, you can literally be very uncouth on the road.
Yeah.
Because of how people behave, like
Yeah.
how people behave around you. As in, I mean, like, is something wrong with your head? Like, why are you acting in this way, or why are you speaking? Nigerians will just normally bring out some things that they shouldn't bring out in a human being. So to make people laugh in this country is hard work.
Yeah.
It's serious hard work. So
It's crazy.
Credit to those guys.
One of the hardest working guys. It's good to get back to the football. International break is never the richest period for football stories. But I saw a tweet. Someone said Haaland really ought to reflect on his general attitude and conduct. You don't go to a new country and start scoring every week. You don't do that.
Very disrespectful.
That boy
You don't
is
get home
disrespectful.
training.
You don't have home training. Like,
You don't get home
get a
training.
grip on yourself.
You don't even. at least first of all, you come into a new country, you
Struggle
visit,
small.
You visit,
Struggle,
you visit the elders. You
know,
pay homage,
Get approval.
take a bottle of drink here and there, give to the elders. Visit Alan Shearer, visit all these people. Tell them that permission to break in.
You just come somewhere
scoring.
and start scoring, score 11 goals. Right? What kind of training? But speaking of that, obviously, all fun and games here. But speaking of that, I saw a video and that really touched me, and I think a lot of people as well. So there's this video where, of course, footballers are chaperoned in everything. Told what to eat and everything. When they take off their kit, somebody's there to take it from them. So just before a game, the City players are trying to take off their kit. They're throwing it, to the kit man. And look, whether it's deliberate or not deliberate, Haaland actually takes a little bit extra time, folds his kit, and walks slowly to the guy and just almost drops it to him. Yeah. And
Someone said it's the little things.
So it's the little things. I thought it was really remarkable.
Yeah.
I don't think anybody sets out to get attention for that kind of things.
Yeah.
But when the camera picks it up like that, you realize that that is something that is. I thought it was really special, right? Speaking of Erling Haaland.
To be fair to the other guys, to maybe they've done it.
Yeah, when you said it was really special, I'm like.
No, I think it is special.
No, to be fair to the other guys, if you don't do it before.
No, if you don't do it before, I agree. But we don't catch their own, right? it's just what it is, right? I don't know if you guys feel the same way I feel, but I love it when artists that I like watch football. It gives me a special attachment to them. I like them more. So I was going through the timeline this morning, and I saw Crayon, who is an artist that I'm very glad he's doing his thing now and releasing the kind of music that we all thought he was capable of releasing a couple of years ago. He said Varane did my prayer point every morning because make Baba no carry injury for international break. Nasiru will play next, and it's funny because I was look. United have 20 players on international break.
20,
right?
that's
20 players on international break.
Lot.
And I thought to myself, correct me if I'm wrong, right? I thought to myself, if one player picks up an injury in that defense line, one of Martinez or Varane, the team is done, literally, right? And so I saw Crayon tweet that and it was really good. So, I also love Adekunle Gold as well, who is a United fan.
Yeah.
Every time he puts up one of those funny tweets, LD does the same thing as well. United lose, LD is just going to...
So all these artists you mentioned, they're all United fans.
They're all United fans.
I like artists, who watch football. You talk about like a general thing.
No,
he has a closer, affinity for them if they support his team. So
that's not what
he said. That's not what I said.
That's not what he said.
What's going on?
Sorry.
That inspection where you do, who send you that inspection?
No, it's just.
No, I'm just saying. Like,
I thought you like Frank Edo.
Frank Edo is a great.
Say make you talk and say if you like Frank Edo, he's not a Chelsea fan.
The Frank Edo is a superb guy. I think that the artists who, of course, the music is their thing. Then football is just something they do. Maybe they don't tap into a football fan base, right? But Frank Edo is not one of those people. He actually lives football.
No, he's a football guy.
Yeah.
So there's this guy that came on the show and said, I don't watch football. I don't know why people waste their time. Frank Edo didn't allow him to land when he said waste their time. He said, hey, stop
that nonsense.
Stop it there. Keep. Take that thing back. He said that's sacrilege. You say that people are wasting time. No, stop it. It's actually a very good football guy.
It's funny, a girl told me some time ago she never understands football because it's 22 grown men kicking the ball around, running around.
You never understand.
My mom says. That's what my mom says. How do you people shout? My mom says, these people, they're paying them, right? And they're paying them a lot of money. But you people are giving me a headache. It's crazy. It's crazy when I used to watch football with my brothers. Like, you would think that there's a war going on in their house. Like, it was scary. People would pass on the road and like, what is going on there? Because we are shouting, we are hitting tables, we are screaming. Looks like people are actually fighting.
Oh, is a United fan, yeah?
Who?
Younger brother.
No, he's an Arsenal fan.
Arsenal fan, yeah.
My immediate younger brother my elder brother is a Chelsea fan.
Right.
My immediate younger brother is a Man U fan.
That's it.
The one following that one is a Chelsea fan, then Arsenal, So my father used to be a Chelsea fan, but he used to pretend a lot. My father used to
Why you
pretend.
call her out?
My brothers would laugh at him.
You dey air your papa.
You know, my brothers would
Going
laugh.
under the bus.
My brothers will laugh at this video so much. Wale, please put this out. I want my brothers to see this. My brothers will laugh so much. You know why? So my father will say, you know, I love all my children equally. Any club they support, I'm supporting them. I'm supporting them. And then Arsenal will play. My father will watch. And we'll be watching. You know, when you support the club, their reaction, their bodily movement.
Yeah.
My father will no motionless.
Nothing.
A
Man U
professional.
will play motionless, not watching football neutrally. Chelsea will play,
That's it.
and then my father will be kicking seat high.
A king.
And then he will say, I'm not supporting. I just want them to score. Why do you want them to score?
Stay out of this, sir. Sir, stay out of this.
How do you say you're not supporting them, but you want to break City?
It's crazy, man.
Oh, rest in peace.
Oh, it's
man.
crazy. Rest in peace, Pops. So look, one of those funny people I find, when people, all these political activists go into some overdrive. I say, what happened to Inaira? Somebody reply and say, it's with E-money.
With the last dance.
You know, I don't enter street.
Bro,
But actually, what was
they don't tell you now. You know with E-money now.
You don't fly.
That one for you.
They do with E-money.
So, you know what? The
And
thing,
then they can't ban Bitcoin again. So all those
no,
things
the
just went down.
thing, even at the time it came out, I was like,
So
what is the... Every time you bring out a new product,
I think usually
Maybe
for,
we don't
for things
understand it
like
enough.
that is a reactionary product. For instance, now this laxity, I think we were talking about it the other time. The laxity right is just a reaction to the Bolt and the Uber you have.
So first of all-
so there's actually no plan.
I see
and
what-
that's why
no.
in the next 8 months,
I see one yesterday. Tinted glass. They do like this for road. I said, that woman they move like this. They do like this. They go like this.
there's no plan.
It's like right now.
my thing is right. If you bring out a new product, there has to be something unique.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. This thing is solving a particular problem. So when the e-naira thing came out, I'm like, okay, what unique problem are we
That's what I'm saying,
solving with
yeah,
this?
it's
Like, what's the
reactionary.
what did they have? Because I don't understand the naira where they my account and the
Is
one
it
where I
the-
go for pocket.
Pocket.
I they different from the one where they
the
this
one where I transfer to you now. Waiting.
Now you understand. So the one where they transfer, where would they transfer?
What do they
App
call
to
that?
app, bank to bank.
N
be that one?
N note.
You understand? So I didn't understand why we need.
Like.
It's just to
We
counter
need-
the,
we need more explanation.
Photo ops was important, right?
Yeah.
to
But
counter.
speaking of that, someone said, say guys weren't complaining, So there's this there was this trend. I promise this is the last one. There was this trend on Twitter this week about people going for dates. So this thing happens
Bro,
it's like clockwork.
I'm sorry, man, because I was going to say this feels like the episode where it's looking like the episode where we'll talk about Big Brother very soon. But since we're in that direction, you see this one that you want to talk about. Please, let's talk about this. Is
I put it down.
officially the
I put it down,
offside
sir.
episode. Please
I
put
beat
it
there's
out.
no content.
This is the offside episode. No, this is the content too.
I put it down, sir.
Please.
So, there was this thing about dates on the timeline. And look, honestly, I came late to the story. So every time I came to the story, it was finished. I was trying to find out the root of the story.
roots, yeah.
And like nobody is showing anybody these things these days. So I was like, let me even leave the story. So this morning I was just checking timeline, finished my running, I was checking. Someone said people were not complaining about going on dates during Jonathan's tenure.
Yeah.
Say, but
This one.
is this? So that time people were singing "Chop My Money."
Yes.
Say, "Brother, fall on you."
Yes.
Say,
And now
bro,
he's
Now people are singing assurance.
Yeah.
now he's reason with me.
If I don't get today,
I go get out tomorrow. Oh,
Reason with me.
bro. I
Bro.
did tell you. I did
It's
tell
crazy,
you.
man.
That's what it is.
But I found the most profound thing on things like this are actually nice for social conversations. But I found someone say the most profound thing, and I thought it was very, very important. I'm just going to read out. It said, when people talk about spoil her, spoil the girl. Someone said, take her on expensive dates and trips around the world. Say it is not for women you meet on the first day. You understand? Say I want to have a conversation with. Say this treatment should be reserved for the woman in your life.
Fact.
Who has proven beyond doubt.
And they are worth it.
Fact.
You know, this thing I
Absolute
think.
My
fact.
brother Alabi Dami.
Give
God
that man,
bless you.
give the man a couple of whatever he
Yeah,
takes
whatever
on
he's
my
taking,
account.
send me invoice to
Whatever
us.
he wants.
That man
You see,
is
this thing
a
I think
legend.
I think the origin was I don't know who tweeted. Someone tweeted reply this with your most ridiculous date experience.
Oh, right.
I think that was the route. So different people were dropping, and I think it was babes, that were all over that, reaction. They were dropping. So I saw a particular one. This girl said, had a first date, and he said, let's have a pizza date. And I was like, oh, that's cool. Let's have a pizza date. But he asked which of the pizzas do I prefer. So she mentioned two. This and this. Yeah. But the guy was like, no, let's do this particular one. Obviously, we can't mention the brand names.
Okay.
So it was like, let's do this particular one. So she was like, he kept on insisting on, let's do this one. So we now went to the place. I was like, no problem. Then we went to the place, and the workers there were hailing him. So apparently he works there. So apparently he works there. The pizza was free. I don't know how he did it. And
maybe they have a day that they all get one for free.
When I got home, I blocked him. So people started speaking and talking. Omo, they don't enter this babe. Say, hey, you blocked him. If he was working at Chevron and he took you to his office on the first day on his first date, would you have blocked him? If he was working at Glow and he took you to his office on your first date, would you have blocked him? But people were like,
that Glow, you don't talk about me.
I want to say,
I look, you don't name drop too.
Yeah. So the moral of the story is like, I think the idea about two people, meeting themselves and sitting down and having a conversation, I think it has changed dramatically. It has changed so much that what people now attach to that meet is not what the meet should be. So they attach the glamour, the glitch, how it's going to be
thanks to social media.
But to be very real, well, maybe if I struggle to marry now, if you're just trying to date your wife and cutting your wife, but a date now is like 50K. I'm serious. I'm not joking,
bro.
I'm not joking. Like, if you do a very, very mid restaurant, you're going to do at least 25K.
Yeah.
That is mid.
Say what happened.
And VAT is 6K.
Yeah.
What happened? What is happening in that place that we're going to?
You get it's crazy, man. Look, you are very lucky you got married early.
I think so too.
Seriously, and there was one of the tweets, there was one of the responses that I thought was absolutely on point. The person said, okay, so let me get this straight. Two broke people went on a date, and one broke person is angry that the other broke person, didn't do enough, to
impress
them.
her.
And I'm like, yo, that is just so accurate. Like,
someone said Nigerian women are looking for who will take them out. Nigerian men are looking for hungry and looking for who will cook for them. See, problem. Well, let's get into it. And the last one that killed me is as a guy, what do ring light they do for your house?
Hey, what do you ring?
What do you ring light they do for your house?
See, let me tell you, this is a serious advice.
What do you ring light they do for
you
your
want
house?
to explain?
So okay, let me explain. For instance, now we said we're going to be doing first take, right? And one of the things you said that you might need.
I take it back.
We bring like.
No.
Don't take it back because I have it already.
You get ring light.
No. First of all, in that ring light, I don't say you buy them. Your wife, we don't get them. You like your wife, okay. Whatever the case, wait now. Whatever the case, wait now. It's not even a problem. Whatever the case, you need them. If you buy them, you need them. You know they say boys will get ring light for house. Nothing where they take and do.
No, this one I need.
When you see a boy that has ring light in his house, and you are a babe and you meet the boy, you go to his house, you see ring light there.
What do you ring light they do for your house?
Run, no.
I know they follow now. When I walk out, they go where I don't know.
All right, guys. I'm a man that needs no introduction on this show. It remains the Offside podcast. When it comes to talking sport, when it comes to talking football all around the world, you get the best information from this particular podcast. You can always join us online, on YouTube, on IG, anywhere online. You can always join. Even on Clubhouse, we're there for you to dish you the best information when it comes to sport all around the world. Stay tuned always.
Cloud. Reach out.